Hey guys, this is Daniel from Fantasy Boom with picks for April 7th, 2018. These are from Predict Picks, which is a much easier way to play fantasy NBA basketball. If you are not signed up for Predict Picks and you want to sign up, you can head over to predictpicks.com/welcome. When you're on the sign up page, in the referral code spot, you can enter our referral code thatfantasyboom. And once you do that, send us an email at thatfantasyboom@gmail.com, and we will send you over our 40-minute research video where we show you guys exactly how we research our picks for every single slate. It's pretty in-depth, and you get a really good over-the-shoulder look at exactly what our process looks like each day to come up with our picks. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel to get notified when our videos go up right away. That being said, let's get straight into it. LaMarcus Aldridge, his number is 39.6. This is, I don't know if this is a mistake or not, but LaMarcus Aldridge has gone over this number 9 times in his last 10 games. And I'm not talking about squeaking over. He has absolutely trashed that number. As he goes, the Spurs goes. And as you can see here with the NBA standings, San Antonio's in the 6th spot, and they have got to keep winning to stay in the playoffs. You got the number 4 seed to the number 9th seed. You got 2 games that separate these teams. They all need to win to make the playoffs. And I tell you what, Greg Popovich says that he expects his team in the playoffs. So you can expect them to continue to feed LaMarcus Aldridge and let him beast his way to victory tonight. And he goes over this number. Russell Westbrook, 55.7. Here's the deal. Oklahoma City is in the 7th seed. If they lose, I'm telling you now, they are in grave danger of missing the playoffs. Russell Westbrook will not let this team miss the playoffs. I don't give a shit who they're playing. He will put this team on his back, and he will jack up 40 shots tonight if it means that this team wins this game. It's versus Houston. It's on the road in Houston, and there's no way he lets this team lose tonight. I've got Russell Westbrook over 55.7 points. The matchup is decent. Chris Paul has been actually a really good defender, but we all know that Russell Westbrook is a next level talent. So I like him to go over this number without a lot of issues today at all, leading his team to victory. Kevin Durant, since he's gotten back from injury, it's been about 5 games now. He's gone over hit this number 47.6. He's gone over it in 4 of those games. One game he got ejected, but he's just again one of the top 5 players in the NBA. It takes a lot to stop him. When you add in the fact that the Pelicans do not play very good defense, and right now they're ranking in the bottom third of the league versus the small forward position, I love Kevin Durant to show up at home versus the Pelicans in a game that the Pelicans have to win. Again, here we are looking at the same thing. New Orleans is in the 5 spot, but if they lose, they all have pretty much the same record. They can miss the playoffs. So I love this game to be close, to be competitive. And if you notice, there's a lot of people from this game I like. So from Kevin Durant, let's jump right over here to Draymond Green. His total is 36.6. We know Draymond does a lot of everything. He rebounds, he assists, he scores, he steals. I think he does a little bit of everything tonight and gives us a really, really, really good shot of going well over this 36.6 for him. Playing the power forward position, he's going to be responsible for guarding Anthony Davis here. And I think Draymond Green gets it done and goes over his total of 36.6. Next up, we got Davis. And his total actually dropped to 53.5. He's gone over this number 7 times in his last 10 games. And this is do or die for the Pelicans. They need to win this game. And it's difficult. It's on the road in Golden State in a hostile environment. But Anthony Davis is a monster. And we've seen his upside. I mean, he can score 90 Draft Kings points, 100 FanDuel points. I mean, he puts up scores. These points are based off of FanDuel scoring, so any blocks or steals, he gets 3 points for those. I love Anthony Davis to show up for us tonight and take care of business as he tries to lead his team into the playoffs for the 2nd consecutive year. Next, we've got James Harden in a game versus the Thunder. This game is in Houston, And this man, for the most part, has the MVP wrapped up in a nice little bow tie. And I like him to show up. Oklahoma City almost ranks dead last in DVP versus the shooting guard position, which is what James Harden plays for the majority of the game. So this actually matches up really, really well for him. And we all know this is James Harden. He takes a ridiculous amount of shots, and he plays a ton of minutes. So I like him to go over this number as well. Drew Holiday, in a similar situation to Anthony Davis, they've got to win. He's gone over this number, I think, 5 times in his last 10 games. But quite frankly, the Golden State Warriors have struggled all year defending shooting guards. He's a very good shooting guard, and today he's going to be shooting and shooting and shooting, because if they lose this game, they're pretty much done. So his number is pretty generous. I like him to go well over this number today. And I'm hoping he starts out well and he's shooting the ball. Either way, he's going to get the minutes, and he's a very aggressive player. So they know what's at stake today, and they know they've got to handle business in order to get it done. And I think he gets this done. Next, we've got Chris Paul again versus the Thunder. Chris Paul has actually been playing pretty decent defense this year. He's really underrated defensively, and I like him to go over this number. The biggest reason is the defensive stats he's going to get. Russell Westbrook is a turnover machine. He's a good player, but he turns the ball over like nobody's fucking business. It's crazy. And I think Chris Paul is going to end up walking himself into, 3-4 steals. And since he gets 3 points for each of those, he's going to really rack up points really quickly. I think he goes over this number fairly easily tonight. Just getting the defensive stats, picking up off of Russell Westbrook tonight, because he's going to turn the ball over, because that's the kind of Russell Westbrook I expect to show up tonight, the one that kind of gets reckless and crazy. So I like Chris Paul for the over. And then lastly, we got Paul George. I don't like Paul George today in this matchup for 2 reasons. Number one, he isn't as aggressive, and I would think that he would, take charge with Westbrook and say, hey, this is our team. But I think today is going to be more of a Westbrook game, with Westbrook saying, hey, this is my team, let me lead. And Paul George takes the back seat. And to be honest, I think he's gone over this number 2 or 3 times in his last 10 games. So he hasn't done it. He just hasn't done it. So I'm going to take a Paul George under, actually, for this particular matchup. And I think Oklahoma City can get this done. But if they get it done, man, it's going to be on the back of Russell Westbrook. All right, I'm actually going to make a play here. I'm going to take Aldridge, Durant, Chris Paul, and Drew Holiday all to go over their projections, because these are my smash plays. I normally don't make plays live here, but I want to actually show you guys how this process works. It's fairly simple. So we're going to go here, over. You can pick over or under, but I'm going to do all of them over. And then I'm going to put $10 to win 100. And if you win a bet, you get the winnings back. So you get $100, and then plus you get your original bet back. So when I win this, I'll get back 110. And I say when I win this because I'm fairly confident this is a done deal. I'm probably going to end up coming back and placing a bigger bet on that. So go. All right. And it's in. When you sign up with our code, you will get a free pick 3 to win $25. So you get to pick any 3 guys you like, and you'll have the opportunity to then win $25. So you pick any 3 guys, and then it'll say in here free, and then the amount it'll be to win $25. So it won't say, obviously you won't put in a 5. It'll say free for your first pick 3 to win 25, but you'll actually win $25. So that's how you play predict picks, and you got to see me place a pick that I am playing tonight. I'm feeling very good about my picks tonight. The research process, it led me to some really obvious plays. So those are my picks for today, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. It helps our videos, and it helps us out. If you guys have any questions at all on how to play, please don't be afraid to reach out. Again, to sign up for Predict Picks, go to predictpicks.com/welcome. In the referral code box, put in that fantasy boom, and then you'll get your free pick 3, and then send us an email at thatfantasyboom@gmail.com, and we'll send you our 40-minute research video where we take you behind the scenes and show you how we come up with a lot of our plays, just kind of based on numbers. All right, guys, that's it. Hope you guys have a good weekend, and see you guys tomorrow on Sunday. Later.